Hello, Michelle Cooks fans. Today I'm going to make kufta, which is a glorified Syrian hamburger, which I really love and my family really loves. The Greeks have one called kuftedes, but I'm going to tell you the Syrians did it first and they did it better. So here's the ingredients you will need. Of course, you're going to need hamburger. What I have here is 1.25 pounds of hamburger. You can use 80-20, and that seems to work really well, especially if you're going to cook it on the grill. After that, you're going to need an onion that's diced small, parsley, fresh garlic, garlic powder, black pepper. I use a little smoked paprika in it to bring out the beefy flavor, and salt. Now, these are not all of the ingredients you can use. You can continue and create with this particular dish. For example, some people will add tomato and a green or yellow or orange pepper to it to add flavor to it. And it also bulks it up a little bit, so actually 1 pound goes a lot farther. If you tend to want to make this for a family and are going to use more than 1 pound of hamburger, this easily doubles and triples. So I would say then here's 1 pound to 1.25 pounds, 1 onion, 1 nice head of fresh parsley. So from here you want to just add another half to full head of parsley and 1/2 to full onion. And I'm going to use, in this one, I'm going to use 2 garlic cloves, but you can adjust it to your flavor. Okay, here we go. Just letting you see. I put in here the meat, the parsley, the onions are in here. And then I decided to do some orange pepper, and I did a tomato. And I put in my salt, my pepper, my garlic, my fresh garlic, which I used 2 cloves, and I minced them very well. And other people, they like to add fresh mint at this point as well. I personally don't like it just because I'm not a big mint fan. And I also added my smoked paprika. Now, I'm assuming that you guys know what you like and the flavors you like for your family. So I'm not really giving measurements except for the actual physical ingredients, not the seasonings. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get in there with our hands and we're going to start combining everything. Okay, and this will come together pretty quickly. Whoops, first you got to not bump the camera. Okay, so there was a little bit of frozen in there. I broke it all up. You can also add hot peppers in here if you guys like hot, or you can add the red pepper seasoning, the cayenne, if you like that. So you can do a variety of things that allow you to have the flavors that you're looking for. Now, I always remember not to mix hamburger way too much because you end up having tough meat. All right, let me show you how you can then do this a variety of ways. Okay, so here we have your basic hamburger. Okay, can be cooked on the grill. You can also flatten this a little, make it a little thinner. And if you're not wanting to cook outside, you get your baking pan out, you put a layer of potatoes on the bottom, lay these on top, and bake them in the oven. Delicious. Okay, another way that you can make it is to make what look like kind of weird sausages, okay, size. And you get your standard, I use wood skewers, and you stick it through, and you kind of mush it to it like this, okay? And you cook it on the grill, just like that. And this is terrific because you can get a piece of pita, slide it off into the piece of pita, and eat it like a sandwich. Okay, here we go. That made 1 dozen. That was a pound, between 1 pound and 1.25 pounds of hamburger, 1 bunch of parsley, 1 medium-sized onion, 1 tomato, 1, I used an orange pepper, but green, orange, red pepper, and 2 garlic cloves, and it made a dozen skewers that look like this. Today I decided not to make the hamburger patties. I decided to make these instead. And I'm going to be putting them on the grill to cook like you would cook hamburger. You can also, at this point, wrap this and put it in the refrigerator and cook it later in the day if you want to prepare this earlier in the morning. I don't suggest waiting until the next day because you know how hamburger is. It can start to kind of bleed out and get a little gray in color. Even though it's still good to eat, it's not as appealing. Okay, here we are. I'm going to make my kufta. Today I'm making it on the flat top grill just because that's the one I felt like starting today. And I'm putting my kufta on, and I'm going to cook it from here. Well, while I was putting them on the grill, 2 of them came off the skewer. So I just took the skewer out and I made them into patties, and they'll be just as good. I hope you enjoyed the kufta. Thanks a lot.